This is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. For this game, the categories are South Korea, TV shows that bombed, animals, parts of speech, A in geography, and classical composers. Player 1, you start us off. With more than 10 million people, it's the largest city in South Korea. Yes, Player 1, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on... That's it. We return to you, Player 1. The 12th century book Samguk Sagi recounts the time when this religion came to Korea from India. Player 1? Yes. You again, Player 1. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, South Korea's Cha Dong-min won the heavyweight gold medal in this national sport. It's Player 1. Yes. Select again. This medicinal herb of the genus Panax is native to Korea. Okay, Player 1. You got it. You get to pick again, Player 1. MacArthur thought the battle for this port would end the Korean War. Didn't work out that way. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1, you pick again, please. In a 2007 episode of this series, a terrorist detonated a low-yield suitcase nuke in Valencia, California. Okay, Player 2. Correct. Player 2. Here's Kelly with the clue.
In an episode of this classic 60s series, bookworm Henry Bemis survives a nuclear war and finds a library, but then breaks his glasses.
Player 1. Yeah! Right you are. Player 1. Back. This series, Peter Petrelli had visions that he would cause a nuclear holocaust in New York City. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. In a 1977 episode of this sitcom, Detective Diedrich notes that a student's physics project is a functional nuke. Yes, Player 2. Right. Choose again, Player 2. The nuclear blast that caused chaos in Jericho, Kansas was detonated in this state capital to the west. Player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again, Player 1. The striped species of this mammal is identifiable by the two white stripes down its back forming a V. Yes, Player 3. That is correct. Player 3, you pick again, please. The Cape species of this bovine of southern Africa is extremely dangerous to man and has never been domesticated. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good for you. Player 1. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
The cuddly koala feeds almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree of the myrtle family.
It's Player 1.
Yeah!
Right. Player 1. On the Galapagos Islands, the marine type of this lizard feeds on algae that it gathers off rocks at low tide. Okay, Player 3. Yeah, good. Player 3, back. It's the Daily Double. Here's a chance to break the tie. So, what's your wager? Answer. This small Andean rodent is prized for its fur, which can be gray with a deep blue underfur. That's correct. You again, Player 2. Dream when you're feeling blue. Dream. That's the thing to do. Dream. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Please pick again, Player 1. Rodney Dangerfield said, "When I was born, I was so ugly the doctor slapped my mother." Ugly. Yes, Player 2. You are correct. Select again. I killed a man in Reno just to watch him die. In. Okay, Player 2. Good. Choose again, Player 2. We know you're very smart, but are you smart enough to know? Very. Player 1. Correct. We return to you, Player 1. So when you're happy, hooray, or sad, aw, or frightened, eek, or mad, rats. Hooray, aw, eek, rats. It's Player 2. That is correct. Select again. This ancient city is the capital of Greece. Okay, Player 2. Yep. We return to you, Kelly.
It's the name of the island seen here, mate.
It's Player 3. That's right. Way to go. Player 3. Mont Blanc is the highest peak in these mountains. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yeah, good. Please pick again. Kabul is its capital. Player 2. That's correct. You again, Player 2. Known to the Romans as Numidia, it borders the Mediterranean. Yes, Player 1. Correct. Choose again, Player 1. In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Teresa. Okay, Player 2. Right. Player 2. For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. Yes, player 3. Yes. Player 3. During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument. Let's hear it, player 3. Good. Player 3. He composed the Four Seasons in 1723. It's player 2. Right. And here's the $1,000 clue. On March 3, 1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. Player 2. Good. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Did you plan it that way? Key to the city. From the Latin. Jazz nicknames. I beg your pardon. And now appearing in a biblical book near you. Player 3 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. Orbiting at about 67 million miles, it's the second planet from the Sun. It's player 1. Yes. You get to pick again. Its moon, Ganymede, is the largest in the solar system. Okay, player 1. You got it. Player 1. The least dense planet in the solar system. It would actually float if you could find a big enough tub to put it in. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Select again. Answer: 1 of the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much? Here is your Daily Double clue. In 2005, NASA experimented with a low-pressure greenhouse to grow plants on this carbon dioxide-rich planet. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1, pick it. In 1781, it became the first planet discovered in modern times. Yes, player 2. That is correct. Player 2, you pick again, please. Check out the Key of Karakoy in this city, known as Constantinople during the Byzantine Empire. Player 3. That is correct. We return to you. Government building on Lambton Quay in this New Zealand capital is one of the world's largest wooden buildings. Yes, player 2. That's it. You again, player 2. A large stone quay built by the French in 1780 is still used in Port-au-Prince, its capital. Player 2. Good for you.
Yeah!
Player 2. Back, we wonder whether a steamroller was used to form the many quays of this German city chartered in 1607. Okay, player 3. Right you are. Please pick again. Player Circular Key is a hub of transportation and tourism in this city. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. You get to pick again, player 1. This type of sphere with a map of the Earth depicted on it has a name from the Latin for sphere. It's player 2. That's right. Way to go. Choose again. Player 2. This kind of book is quite handy. Its name comes from the Latin for hand. Okay, player 1. Correct. Player 1, pick again. Here's Kelly.
A non-structural embellishment at the end of a calligraphic letter is called one of these, from the Latin for flower.
It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1, the name of this fin on a shark's back comes from the Latin for back. Player 2. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, player 2. Texas A&M's Coastal Engineering Lab studies the coastal type of this, from the Latin for to gnaw. Let's hear it, player 3. You are correct. Please pick again, player 3. Edward Ellington. Yes, player 1. Yeah. Yep. Player 1, Charlie Parker. Player 2. That's it. Select again. John Burks Gillespie. Okay, player 2. Yes. Choose again, player 2. Answer, the second daily double. You're in second right now. Please enter your wager. Okay, here is the clue. Thomas Wright Waller. Right you are. You again, player 2. Julian Adderley. Yes, player 1. You got it. We return to you, player 1. Gerald Ford issued 382 pardons, but the one issued to this man in 1974 is said to have cost Ford the 1976 election. It's player 2. Right. Player 2. Back in 1994, he was pardoned for leading a coup versus the president of Venezuela. By 1999, he was the president. Let's hear it, player 3. Right. Choose again, player 3. In 2001, she was pardoned for a 1974 armed bank robbery and for using a firearm during a felony. Player 3. Correct. Player 3. Back. The Wall Street Journal wanted an immediate pardon for him after his perjury conviction in the Valerie Plame case. It's player 1. Yep. Please pick again, player 1. This Secretary of Defense was pardoned for his role in Iran-Contra. Yes, player 3. Yeah, good. Player 3, back to you. Scary seven-headed beasts are a vision to behold in this book. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. We return to you, ancestor of one of the 12 tribes. Benjamin appears in this biblical book as his mom Rachel dies giving birth to him. Okay, player 3. Good. Player 3, you pick again, please. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
A mosaic depicting loaves and fishes is from an ancient church on the shore of this sea, where Jesus is said to have performed the miracle.
Player 3. That's correct. You again, player 3. Babylonian King Nebuchadnezzar appears in this book of the Bible, where he has some dreams interpreted. Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. And the $2,000 clue? The Sermon on the Mount is recounted in books 5 to 7 of this gospel. Yes, player 3. That's right. Way to go. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. We've got the Final Jeopardy round here for you, and today it features this category. 19th century names. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And the last clue? He got the name by which he's best known because Mexican victims of his attacks would cry out in terror to St. Jerome. What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? What did you say? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Did you come up with the correct response? And that correct response will add... Woo! This makes you our new champion, player 1. So congratulations. So long, everybody.